Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is now 6 o'clock, and I hereby call the Town of Babylon Rental Board to order. Today is June 11th, 2025. I'd like to please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sal Mangano. With me tonight is Carla Bryant, Kelly Medwig, Mike Murray, Mark Smith, Patrick Nolan, and Janita Martinez. Maria Idisi is excused for this evening. I'd just like to remind everyone that we are on live streaming this evening. Please take a moment and silence your cell phones. The town does use a program called Townscape, which searches the listings that we're hearing this evening to see if anyone is listed on any Airbnbs or any short-term rentals, which is against the law in the town of Babylon. There is one case that we're not going to hear this evening because the sign was not posted. It's 80 Scudder Avenue in Copeg.
Before we begin calling the hearing scheduled for this evening, I would like to take a moment and explain our procedures. I will call the hearing scheduled one at a time in the order that has been published in a legal notice and listed on our agenda. Starting with case number 1, I will read the legal notice aloud. The applicant or an authorized representative will step up to the podium. The speaker must give his or her name and home address for the record. All speakers will be sworn in by myself. The applicant or the representative will be given an opportunity to present any information that they wish to present to the board. If none, we will proceed to board questions. After board questions, any interested parties will have an opportunity to speak. The applicant will be called back at the end of the hearing to respond to any questions or concerns. The public hearing will likely be closed after the applicant answers any final questions. Should there be any open issues on the application or items that need to be remedied or corrected, the hearing may be held open for a longer period in the board's discretion to allow time for the applicant to make such corrections. If you wish to speak, ladies and gentlemen, please keep it to the property issues and the property issues only. At this time, we ask you please silence your cell phones. And please note, the rental board shall have the right to rely on any information that is presented by the applicant. If any such information is later found to be inaccurate or incorrect, the rental board may determine that any approvals, rental permits, or other actions previously granted in connection with the applicant are null and void. Thank you.
I'd like to call 10 Anthony Lane in North Babylon. How are you, sir?
Good evening.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. For the record, please state your name and home address.
Mitchell Giannini, 37 Shore Drive West, Copeg.
Thank you, sir. When you sent in this application, do you agree to the terms and conditions that the town sent you?
Yes.
Anyone here from the board have any questions or concerns regarding this property?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Anyone in the audience have any questions or concerns regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Kelly Medway.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Mike Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, this has been approved.
Thank you.
sir.
Have a good
Good
evening.
night.
You have a good night.
You too.
105 South Bay Drive in Babylon? Hi, how are you?
Marie Cardoza, 24.
Please raise your right
Oh,
hand.
sorry.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. Please state your name and your home address.
Marie Cardoza, 24 The Fairway, Oak Beach.
Thank you. Unfortunately, ma'am, we cannot hear this tonight. It's come to our attention that there's some open permits on this property. There's also a few stop work orders on this property.
Really?
Yes. There was some, we have some pictures and all, you know. I'm not sure if we have it here.
What?
No, the town is,
Oh, Greg, come here.
no,
No,
we can't even hear it.
the
We can't even hear it
hearing.
because there's open permits on this property, so we can't even hear it. I'm sorry?
They were renewed.
Well, as of right now, the town said there's open permits.
I got the permit. They gave it to me the other, 2 weeks ago.
There's
You
no-
have-
There's no CO for the property. We can't approve a rental permit with no CO.
Right, but the work is not completed yet, so.
Correct,
Alright,
which
so
we
you-
can't approve you.
So you're gonna have to.
Oh, so why'd they tell us to come now? Why'd they tell us to come now? They told us to come now.
We're not quite sure.
Yeah, we're not, that's what we do, you know.
So we have to sign off the permit
You have to, yeah, you have to have, you have to have actually a CO. to-
first.
Correct, to rent the property.
So
I
the only thing
really
that they
do.
have to do is a CO.
Correct. So at this time, just do we have a motion?
Motion to deny Kelly Medwig.
Seconded by,
Second by Mike Murray.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So at this time, just folks, sorry, we just have to, once you get the CO, then
Yeah.
you just reapply, okay?
Okay. yeah,
Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. 250 Verrazano Avenue in Copeg.
Good evening,
today?
sir.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. For the record, if you could please state your name and your home address.
Carmen Francisco, 250 Verrazano Avenue in Copiah, New York.
Thank you. And you live in this house? It's a two-family
Yes.
house, correct? Okay. Okay, yep, okay. Thank you. Now, sir, when you received the permit, when you received the application, do you agree to the terms and conditions on that property?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone here from the board would like to speak regarding this property?
Yes.
Anyone here from the board?
No, thank you.
No,
thank you.
No, thank you.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding 250 Verrazano Avenue in Copeg?
Yes.
Okay, nope,
Oh, no,
hearing none.
sorry.
Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve Kelly Medwig.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Mike
All
Murray.
in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none? Your permit's been granted, sir.
Thank you, appreciate
Good
it.
night.
Have a great night.
61 Andover Drive in Deer Park. How are you?
Hi, Christine Fay.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help
I
you
do.
God? Thank you. For the record, please state your name and your address.
Christine Fay, 286A Belmont Avenue, West Babylon.
Thank you. When you sent in the application on this property, does the homeowner agree to the terms and conditions on this property?
Absolutely.
Okay. Anyone here from the board have any questions or concerns?
Yes, I do, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Hi, how are you tonight? My name is Mike Murray.
Hi. Mr.
There's
Mayor.
just a few things we need you to address before the permit is granted, okay?
Okay.
Okay? The sidewalk in front of the house going around, the broken pieces have to be replaced. Plus, there's a few pieces where people can trip, it's lifted up. They have to be replaced also.
Is that the homeowner's
The
responsibility
homeowner
or the
is,
town?
in the town of Babylon, the homeowner is responsible for the sidewalks.
Okay. The homeowner's here.
That's
We-
okay.
We didn't know that.
If he wants to speak, if
Yeah.
you want to speak, sir, you can.
You could speak if you want.
Well, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, sir. For the record, please state your name and your home address.
Yeah, my name is Guillermo Casas Novas, 59 Crossway Drive, in Deer Park.
Okay.
Yeah, we replaced the driveway, but I didn't know because all the notice I received is to replace the driveway, not the sidewalk, because lot inspector already came to the house, so we did pretty much everything what they asked. So we have all the proof, and like I say, they didn't ask me to do that. If they ask me, it's no problem to do it. So.
He does mostly the interior inspections, and there was an exterior inspection today, sir.
Oh,
There's 2 inspections.
okay.
Also, so you understand what, okay. Your gutters, if you could clean those gutters, the exterior of the gutters, and behind the gutters, there's aluminum missing. You see the exposed wood?
Flashing, maybe.
If you could replace that wood, please.
Okay.
That siding,
The flashing.
the aluminum back there. If you could please replace that. I have photos for you.
Yeah.
And there's an unlicensed vehicle in the driveway. It's unlicensed and unregistered. That's not allowed in the town of Babylon.
Okay.
If you could remove the vehicle from the property, please. Or if you want to get the vehicle registered and plated,
Yeah.
it has plates on it, but they're expired. Okay? And in the rear of the property, there's some debris that should be cleaned up.
I have a landscape, and they clean
No,
every
No,
week.
debris.
Like
There's
garbage and stuff.
some stuff up against the house. There should be a picture of that there. Yes,
You should go there and just check it out, make sure.
You see all the
All that
debris against the
stuff.
fan and all the garbage and...
Up against the house
Next to
there.
the grill, yeah.
If you could remove that stuff, please.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Oh, that's
And
today.
thank you.
So I just have one question. We received numerous complaints about this house, actually.
Yeah.
How many families are you renting to at this time?
It's only one family.
One family, there's
Yeah.
not three or?
No,
No?
they already checked all that, so.
Okay.
Like at the, I hear that one of the inspectors say that it's three families house. I converted to three family, and it wasn't true, you know, it's only one kitchen and nothing else, so, it's only one family, it's a big family, so,
How many people are in the house?
I think it's eight total,
Eight?
yeah.
Okay, so what would that be? It would be a father, mother, and,
The fathers die.
Okay.
The mother, and they are four brother and sister, and one is a couple, so,
Any young children?
they have two.
so it's like 10? Or is it?
It's, four, no, it's eight,
8, okay,
yeah.
okay. Just, okay. At this time, is there anyone that wishes to speak regarding this house? Anybody? Yes? Okay.
Okay.
Just if you just have a seat, okay? There's some- Hi, how are you? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thanks. For the record, please state your name and your home address.
Kate Benvenuto, 53 Andover Drive, Deer Park. What kind of permit is the applicant going for?
This is for a single-family rental.
Okay, and so there is no permit to rent currently?
Correct.
So the house has been rented?
Correct.
Okay,
Without,
We're trying to bring it into code.
okay. We see a lot of cars in the neighborhood speeding back and forth past our kids and animals, and there's more than 8 people. There's 8 cars, just for starters.
She'll have to
You
come.
have to come up herself, yeah,
Okay,
right? So-
that's no worries.
No, it's okay, no. It's okay. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Please raise your hand.
Hi,
You swear to
Ann.
tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
For the record, please state your name and your home address as well.
It's Ann Lugo, 57 Andover Drive.
Okay.
My concern is just the amount of people
Okay.
that is in this home. We have children and grandchildren that are in this neighborhood, and when I walk my dog, I'll just give you the example, there's a lot of debris in that court, a lot of glass, when if maybe there's some type of a party or whatnot. So cleaning up after themselves, not too good. I feel, sorry, I don't,
Relax.
I feel the value, it devaluizes the neighborhood with towels and sheets in the windows. This is not the neighborhood that we bought into. So, and it's just my concern of how many people are really renting inside this home. Is it rooms being rented? Is it just one family? So that's our concern. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone else wish to speak regarding this house? Hello, sir. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, sir. For the record, please state your name and your home address.
Stephen Rochester, 59 Andover Drive.
Yes, sir.
I live next door to the house, and there are 8 cars on the driveway, and there are at least 4 children and 8 adults living in that house. There's no way there's only 8 people. I see the 2 kids getting on the bus every morning, and there's a young baby and 2 young toddlers.
Okay, yes, sir. Anyone else in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Sir, please step forward. You heard some of your neighbors' complaints.
Yeah.
Is there only 8 people living in the house, or there's more?
That is what I see it, and every time I go in there, I know it's 2 kids, like maybe 8 to 10 years.
Okay. How long have these tenants been there for?
Pardon?
How long have your tenants been there for?
For like a year.
1 year? Okay.
Hmm.
And have you owned the house for a while?
Yeah, I mean for like a year and a half, something like that.
You've owned the house for only?
They are the first tenant there, so.
Okay. And so, when you, is there 8 cars in the driveway?
Not really. I have my cars too there. I not rented the garage.
Oh, your car.
And not the inside to the property. You see, you have a 3 cars garage attached. So my car is there too. You have a plate, you have a registration, you have everything. I show everything to the inspection. And then also, like I say, I know the people complaining about whatever they put it in the window. I don't think that is a problem. Now, if they say it's more than 10 people, okay, I'm gonna speak with those people. But like I say, whoever can put anything in the window, they live in there. So I cannot say, okay, not change the color or you curtain or whatever. So I don't think it's good. You know.
Mr. Nolan has a few questions.
How are you?
Yes,
I'm
hi.
Patrick Nolan. Thank you for coming down. You rented the property yourself or used an agency when you placed the tenants about a year ago?
I didn't know when I bought this property. I didn't know that. Like I think it was like a Florida. You can just rent it. You know, it's no problem. I didn't know that you had to take the rental property.
Yeah, no. My line of questioning is not about whether or not you had the permit.
Yeah.
You're here to come into compliance, and we appreciate you being a part of the process.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know how you, when you bought the property, were there tenants living in the property at the time?
No.
Okay. And did you use a realtor or did you place an ad to?
The same people that sell the house to me, the same realtor that they did that.
The realtor that sold you the house also provided a lead on the tenants. And what information was presented to you by the realtor as to who the tenants, who the prospective tenants
I
would
did
be?
the advertisements with them, and then we didn't rent it. So I advertised in Facebook. So I take all the information by myself to those people.
Okay.
I know they are Spanish, and the neighborhood is not Spanish around.
Not a concern.
Yeah.
That doesn't come into.
Believe me, it's count. So.
Yeah, no, I understand it's concerning. Yes,
Yeah.
I understand
So-
what you're trying.
So
Go ahead.
how my point is, how can you do the investment to this property, and you're not gonna be able to pay it because I have my primary house, right? And so I had to rent the house. If I knew it that I'm gonna have all this problem, believe me, I'm not gonna buy it. Not at all.
Again, my issue is not that you didn't have a permit. That's not it at all. I'm trying to find out how you collected information on who you were going to rent to, who was going to occupy the property.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he bought the house from a realtor. Then the realtor did not get you the tenants.
No.
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 And then you advertised it yourself in the paper,
Yes.
and then you got the tenants. Okay.
Yes.
You mentioned Facebook, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, all that's fine. When you have a process of, you're screening, you have your own process.
Yeah.
You're not a licensed realtor, correct?
No.
It's a different set of rules that you need to abide by when you're screening people that you're considering renting a property to. You have the right to ask, who is the house going to be occupied by?
I have all the names.
Let's just let me
I'm
just break
sorry.
it down. Did you ask, who is the house going to be occupied by?
Yeah.
You did ask that?
Yeah.
And the answer of the tenant signing the lease was what?
Oh, actually, it was. I have a 6 name on the contract, and it was one person. It wasn't part of the family, so I take that person out because they told me that the neighbor complained, and one of the neighbors say that person is driving fast around the street. So I spoke with those people, and I say this guy has to go. So he left the house like I think like it's 6 months already.
All right, so you addressed it immediately.
Yeah.
That's good.
So you, in other words, there are still 6 names, 6 signers on the lease to rent your property.
To be honest, it's 5 or 6. I'm not sure exactly, but it's 5 or 6. So
I don't. Again, that's not a process that I need to get into the middle of. How much other information did you collect, or did they offer on who was going to occupy the property?
I understand your question.
The complaint from your
Oh
neighbors.
yeah.
Let's back up a second. The complaint from your neighbors is that there's 8 cars parked outside, and that we're getting broken bottles in the street that may or may not be coming.
Now.
Hold on. That may or may not be coming from your tenants. We have no idea. We're not here to decide the truth of that. The fact that there's 8 cars, it sounds like there's a 3-car garage. You've got one of your own. They're all licensed, registered, insured. That's all. Those are all variables that we can handle and consider. What I've been trying to get to is, how did you know who was going to come into this house, and why can't you say with certainty who lives there?
I know who's living there, and I don't know the name exactly to everybody. I around the house pretty much like 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to the garage, I take care of the house, I clean it, you know, I put the fence, you guys can see all the amount of money I put in the house, you know. Now, if the neighbors are gonna say to me, you cannot rent it, you cannot live here, this is a place to not rent, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to sell the house, I don't know.
You can buy.
We're allowed to rent the house.
Yeah, you
have
can buy
rights
property,
also.
You can rent the house. You have to hold a permit. You might not have known that. You might have put the horse before the cart on that. You're here to comply. We appreciate you being here. We just want to make sure that before we issue your permit, that you understand the rules
Yes.
and that you've abided by a process that helps a neighborhood stick together in a way that doesn't, that doesn't infringe on the enjoyment anybody else has in, in the neighborhood.
And also, let me finish this. I tried to speak with the neighbor. I guess, in the house where I live 10 years. All my neighborhood, they know me. If they need me, I am there. I tried to do that with one of the neighbor. I don't think it's a good, I try to do it. If he have a complaining, he can see me. He sees me all the time. And he can come to me and say, listen, I don't like these people. I don't, whatever. It's not happen. So
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, any neighbor has nothing to say about who the people are. It's about the actions that tenants on your property may take that
Yeah.
affect others that you can be concerned with and we can be concerned with. But there's no distinction between who the people are. We want to know that it's a one-family rental, that these people are mostly related, either in relationships, domestic partnerships, their children. How do we get to 8 cars?
I don't know. Some people have more than 2, 3 cars. I have almost 11 cars.
Do you have?
So I have classic cars.
He
And,
does, he does have a driveway, he does have a garage and a driveway behind his fence.
And also, like
legal
I say,
garage.
I don't think nobody park in the place where it's a show. It's a big sign. It's a show. No parking anytime. Everybody's parking in the front of the house if it's in the street, and then in the front and in the parkway. I mean, in front of the garage, where we converted, it's a big driveway. So everybody's parking inside. And
behind the fence.
like I say, nobody. And I spoke with those people. Don't park the other way.
I mean, listen, the conversation that we're having, I'm seeking to uncover some information to help your neighbors understand what's happening. This is not an inquisition from us. It's about compliance with our rules and getting you your permit and you wanting to be a part of the process. As a landlord, to knock on the neighbors' doors and say, hey, this is my name, this is my phone number. If ever I own this property, if it ever impacts you negatively, please call me. I'm available to, to address those things. That's the right way to be a landlord. I don't hear anything that is, that is out of line in any of that. I appreciate you answering all the questions.
Thank you.
Anyone else on the board have any questions or concerns regarding this property?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir. So at this time, we're going to take a motion.
Thank you.
Hold on, at this time, we're going to take a motion.
Motion to extend till July 30th to clean up the stuff that needs to be cleaned up, and the sidewalk, I believe, needs to be done in the front, the sidewalk repairs.
Gutters.
The gutters, that piece of gutter, the siding piece that's missing underneath the gutter.
Debris and all. Yes.
Yeah,
We're going to send another inspector out to make sure.
before July 30th is the date.
Seconded by,
Seconded by Mike Murray.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Abstain.
Thank you, ma'am.
So it's
Mark
extended
Smith.
until, and then, once you do all that stuff, we'll send an inspector out, and then, obviously, also gonna, yes, and also, we're also gonna make sure, that there's not more than one family living in the house and all like that. We have, the town is gonna do an investigation on that as well. Okay? Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Or Roland Place in West Babylon? How are you, sir?
How you doing?
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? so help
Yes,
you God?
sir.
For the record, please state your name and your home address.
Jose Almonte, 4 Rolling Drive, West Babylon, New York, 11704.
Thank you, sir. And this is a two-family house, correct?
Yes, sir.
When you sent in the application, do you agree to the terms and conditions on this property?
I don't understand.
¿Cómo está? ¿Habla español?
Sí,
Señor,
entiendo.
muy buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Janina. Cuando usted puso la aplicación, ¿usted leyó todas las reglas?
Oh, sí, sí,
¿Papel?
sí,
Ok.
sí, correcto. Yes. I apologize.
No hay problema, está bien. Estamos aquí para eso. Estamos
Anyone here from the
aquí.
board wish to speak regarding this property?
Yes, I would, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
How are you tonight, sir? Do you,
Can I just explain to him what are you going to do? Okay, señor, antes de aprobar su aplicación, hay unas cuantas cosas que tiene que hacer con la casa y el señor Mike Mary le va a explicar lo que tiene que hacer, ¿ok? Do you want me to say it in Spanish? Okay. Mhm, absolutely.
Sandra,
Ok, entonces antes de, de aprobar la aplicación, aquí están las fotos y también tengo las fotos aquí para usted para el final.
Ok.
Tiene que remover todo eso de ahí.
Ok.
Toda esa basura tiene que removerla, por favor.
No hay
¿ok?
problema, sí,
ok,
sí.
también tiene que remove all the debris. Tiene que pintar también, por favor.
Pintarle
Sí,
calones.
correcto, tiene que pintar todo
Sí.
eso.
Ok.
Ok,
Yo tengo
dígame,
permiso.
dígame.
Compré la madera para repararlo.
Lo va a reparar entonces.
Sí, tú sabes, la madera plástica.
Ok,
Pero entonces, el que me lo va
entonces lo va
a
a
hacer
reemplazar.
no está fuera del país ahora mismo.
Ok, pero no sé, yo voy a explicar todo lo que tiene que
Ok,
hacer y después
ok,
hablamos sobre eso. Ok. Como le dije otra vez, toda esa basura, por favor, tiene que
Eso
limpiarla.
está todo
Ok.
limpio.
El driveway. Va a tener que. Do we have a picture of the driveway? Ok. Tiene que reparar eso, por favor. Tiene que reparar todo eso de ahí, ¿ok? Tiene que reparar eso de
¿Puedes
ahí, por
enseñar la
favor.
foto? Tolen eso.
Ok, yo tengo
Sí.
también, todas estas fotos se las voy a dar a usted también hoy.
Ok, sí, yo estoy-
Tiene que
estoy en
reparar
eso.
eso. Y el driveway que está aquí, tiene que, ¿ya lo hizo?
Lo estoy así, sí. Ya,
So he's currently replacing the
yes,
driveway.
I'm going to pave it. It's already, you know, they already put everything down. They're just waiting for it to go down so they can pave it.
Okay.
Yes, I repaired the
When was that?
the steps. I repaired
Did
it.
someone go, because you're supposed to give us a call when you remove everything
Oh,
down?
I'm sorry. I
It's
didn't-
okay.
Okay.
So he was already, so everything was removed. Do we need to send someone to inspect the driveway before it's being placed? Okay. Okay. He currently has pictures there, so he could email them.
Yes.
Sí, por favor, puede mandar esas fotos por correo electrónico. No en este momento, sino más tarde. Las puede mandar, ¿ok? Como prueba que usted lo hizo con la dirección de la propiedad, ¿ok?
Okay, okay.
Muchas gracias.
Okay.
Anyone here from the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to extend to July 30th to get the work done?
Seconded by?
seconded by Mike Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Se le vamos a dar hasta julio 30
Any
para
opposed?
ponerse todo lo
Julio
Done?
30.
This is extended to July 30th, and Janina is going to give you the list of everything that needs to be done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
450 50th Street, Lindenhurst? How are you today, sir? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. For the record, could you please state your name and your home address?
My name is Sergio Joel Enamorado, and my address is 450 50th Street in Lindenhurst.
Now, is this a two-family house or no?
Oh, it's
One family?
one family. It's ranch house.
Okay, so... if
Where do you live?
Yeah, where do you live? Do you live in this house or you live somewhere else?
Excuse me, may I have a translate, please?
Oh, sure, sure, sure.
Thanks.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you,
¿Cómo
Jim.
está? Muy buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Okay, ¿cuál es la, what are we, I'm sorry, is this 450 50th Street? Okay.
Let me ask him where he lives, his address.
¿Me puede dar su dirección, por favor?
450 50th Street en Lindenhurst.
¿Usted vive en la misma casa? Entonces, ¿de dos
No,
familias? ¿No?
No, yo no vivo ahí.
Entonces, ¿cuál es su dirección? ¿Dónde usted vive?
45 West Booker Avenue.
45?
West Booker Avenue.
So 45 West Book Avenue, okay?
Wyandotte.
En Wyandotte, okay? All right.
We got that.
Entonces, ¿usted leyó todas las reglas que le mandaron cuando aplicó?
Sí.
Okay, so he read everything, so he's okay. Just wanna, antes de aprobar su aplicación, hay unas cuantas cosas que tenemos que usted tiene que hacer. Tiene que, por favor, remover toda esa basura que está en la casa. Como ve, todos esos palos, todo tiene que remover, por favor.
Okay.
Okay. También tiene que cortar la grama. Está un poquito alta. Do we have he has to cut the overgrowth? Todo eso ahí tiene que cortarlo, por favor. Tiene que removerlo o cortarlo como usted desee.
Okay.
Okay. Y también, como ve, todas esas sillas que están aquí, por favor, tienen que removerlas. No pueden estar así botadas. Y si no sirven, las botas, si no las guardan.
Okay.
Okay. Y le vamos a dar hasta Julio esto de aquí atrás. Do we need him to remove this in the back as well, or?
All the debris. Whatever's under
Todo lo que es basura, por favor, se lo puede remover y botarlo.
Listo.
Okay. Le vamos a dar hasta julio 30 para que haga estos cambios y cuando usted haga todo esto de aquí, se nos puede mandar un correo electrónico con las fotos, ¿ok?
Listo.
Okay.
Otra pregunta.
Dígame.
¿Tengo que regresar aquí
No
después?
tiene que regresar, solamente puede mandar fotos. Do we need someone to go inspect it, or he just sent pictures that it was done? Solamente tiene que mandar fotos que todo fue removido. Yo le voy a dar estas fotos a usted aquí. Usted me va a mandar fotos de regreso que todo el trabajo fue hecho y le mandamos la aprobación por correo.
Listo.
¿Ok? Un momentito, por favor, ¿ok?
Anyone in the audience wish to speak regarding this house? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to extend to July 30th?
Seconded by?
Seconded by Mike Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. We're going to extend this to July 30th, and she's going to give you a list of everything, okay?
And if you clean it up before and get the stuff done, just let us
I
know.
start clean tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
183 West 22nd Street in Deer Park. How are you today, sir?
Steve
Please
Spodak.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, sir. For the record, please state your name and your home address.
Steve Spodak, 28 Redwood Drive, Dix Hills, New York.
Thank you, sir. When you sent in the renewal, do you agree to the terms and conditions that the town sent you?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
I do, Mrs. Chairman. Janina Martinez.
Ma'am.
How are you doing today?
Hi.
Good evening. Before we approve your permit, is a few things we want you to take care of, okay?
Sure.
We need you to remove the vehicle from the driveway. If you don't want to remove it, you could register, but you can't have a vehicle with no license plates
Okay.
or if it's not registered in the property, okay? The next thing is the driveway. We need you to replace the driveway. Once everything is removed, please give us a call so we can send an inspector over to inspect that everything was removed,
Okay.
all right?
Is there a time frame for that?
We're going to give you to July 30th to get this done. If
Okay.
you need more time, you could always let us know as well, okay? Also, the debris around the property, it needs to be cleaned up. Okay, well, the debris. Oh, yeah, the garbage around the property. The fence. The wooden fence needs to be either repaired or he could remove it as well, right? Either removed or repair, okay? The tire right there, it needs to be
Has to be
removed, okay? I have pictures for you as well.
Okay.
Anyone in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Okay, hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to extend to July 30th, Janina Martinez.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Carla Bryant.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. So we're going to extend this to July 30th so you could make all the necessary repairs on the property.
And then I come back to?
No, you can just send
Submit
pictures
it to
into the
the
town and
town?
we'll send an inspector down.
Okay.
Okay, sir?
Perfect.
Thank you. 589 Carl's Path in Deer Park?
That is me.
How are you, sir?
Hey.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. For the record, please state your name and your home address.
Sure. My name is Karthik Kapoor. My home address is 636 Veterans Highway, Hauppauge, New York.
Thank you, sir. When you sent in the application, you agreed to the terms and conditions on this property?
Yes, I did.
Thank you, sir. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Janina Martinez.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Carla Bryant.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, it's been approved, sir. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Do I need anything, or
Nope.
that's it?
Nope, you can take good leave and take down the sign, and you're all good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
64 Levy Boulevard in Wyandanch. How are you today, sir?
All right.
Please raise your right hand.
Yes,
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Añuir esa parte hispana.
No problem. For the record, you can swear.
¿Cómo está? Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Ok, si por favor puede alzar la mano derecha, decir su nombre y su dirección, por favor.
Mi nombre es Catalino Granados y donde yo vivo es la 21 Lincoln Avenue en Wyandotte.
21 Lincoln Avenue in Wyandotte. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the private. Okay. ¿Y usted leyó todas las reglas que le mandaron cuando puso la aplicación?
Sí.
Okay. So he read all the- okay.
Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
I do, Mr. Chairman. Janina Martinez. ¿Cómo está, señor? Ok. Antes de aprobar su aplicación, tenemos unas cuantas cosas que tienen que hacer en la casa para aprobar eso de aquí, ¿ok?
Ok.
Una es, what do we have here? Okay, so tiene que replace the section of the sidewalk. Can we have that picture up? Thank you. Esta parte de aquí
Ajá, ok.
tiene que reemplazarla, por favor.
Ok, está bien.
¿Ok?
Esa de la entradita, la rajadura, ¿verdad?
Solamente este de aquí, sí, esa parte de... It's just this part right here, correct? This box needs to be replaced. Solamente esta cajita que
Es
está
casi
aquí.
nada, eso lo arreglo
Ok,
rapidito.
sí, por favor, la puede reemplazar.
Ok.
También hay unas cuantas, eso de ahí, esa basura, por favor, se la puede remover.
esa la voy a sacar.
Sí, tiene
Ok.
que remover toda esa basura, no puede tener basura por la casa. Como
Ok.
esta que está ahí, todo tiene que ser removido, por favor.
Ok.
Ok. Como le dije, toda la basura y también la casa, si la puede lavar, como se dice, en
Ah, sí,
power wash, por
tengo la
favor.
máquina para
Sí,
lavar.
por favor, si la puede lavar para
Ok.
quitarle todas esas manchas de la casa.
Ok.
Ok. Y le vamos a dar hasta julio 30 para hacer todos esos cambios. Esa parte de arriba también aquí, todos estos cables que están, ¿qué es esto que está pasando aquí?
Esos son unos cables de cables que cuando pusieron de DirecTV o Dish, son cables.
What do we want him to do with that?
De la que hay en antenas, es que hay muchos cables.
They usually put them in a, like,
De Dish,
Ok. So tiene que poner como una cajita ahí que pueda bloquear todo eso, porque no tiene como los gutters. Ok, ok. Solamente tiene que limpiar la casa, solamente quitar toda la basura, esas cosas que está aquí en plástico, no sé qué será, se las puede remover, limpiarla, sacar todo eso, ¿ok?
perfecto.
Entonces, como le dije, le vamos a dar hasta julio 30 para hacer estos arreglos. Cuando usted haga todos estos arreglos, lo que tiene que hacer es tomar fotos y
Sí,
mandarlas por correo electrónico.
Mi hija ha mandado todo y va a seguirlo mandando
Y
todo.
yo tengo las fotos para usted aquí también para dárselas, ¿ok?
Ok.
Un momentito, por favor.
Ok.
All right, so.
Thank you. Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to extend to July 30 by Janina Martinez.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Carla Bryant.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Mike, is there anything to do with the driveway or no? Excuse me? Driveway's okay?
Replace both driveways.
Oh, I'm sorry, on the top, I didn't even see that part. Y después, viejo, también ¿tiene dos driveways en la casa?
Sí.
Tiene que, por
Se
favor,
parquean dos allá al otro lado.
tiene que, por favor, reemplazarlo los dos también.
Ok.
Ok, ¿y tiene un vehículo en la propiedad que no está registrado?
Sí, esa camionetilla que vi, la saqué del garaje para ponerla porque está en venta.
Ok, pero tiene...
En la noche la meto adentro del garaje.
Ok, porque no pueden, si los vehículos no están registrados, no pueden estar en la propiedad.
Ok.
Ok, eso tiene que, por favor, guardarlo o
Sí, de noche.
removerlo de ahí.
Solo lo saco en el día y en la noche lo meto al garaje.
Pero cuando los inspectores van durante el día, entonces lo van a ver ahí.
Entiendo,
¿Ok?
entiendo. Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Ok. Una preguntita.
Dígame.
Cuando haga todito eso, entonces me manda las fotos, me toca venir acá
Entonces,
o
para cuando tiene que reemplazar el driveway, después que saquen todo del driveway, tienen que llamarnos a nosotros aquí para mandar un inspector que chequee que todo fue sacado.
Ok, perfecto.
Y después, cuando hagan todos los reemplazos y arreglen todo, pueden tomar fotos y mandarlas por correo electrónico a la dirección que tienen en la aplicación. Y tiene
Ok,
hasta julio
perfecto.
30 para hacer todo esto.
Está bien.
Si quiere más tiempo, nos puede mandar un correo electrónico diciendo que quiere más tiempo y le damos más tiempo.
Ok.
Tiene que llamar primero.
Sí, entiendo que cuando ya arregle todo eso, va a que mandar las fotos y después hay que llamar para que cuando esté listo para que vaya el inspector, ¿verdad?
Solamente tienen que llamarnos cuando saquen todo lo del driveway. If you want to just put him into the sign and speak to him, so you guys can go to the next one. That's fine.
¿Me la puede demostrar qué partecita, por favor?
Okay. Yo le voy a explicar todo, ¿ok? Pero le vamos a dar hasta julio 30 para hacer todos estos arreglos.
Okay.
You could just, and then I'll explain to him on the side, okay? So we can move on. Do you want to just close it down now and then?
So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. So we're going to extend this to July 30th, and Janina's going to go over with everything you need to have fixed. 225 Oak Street in Copeg?
Huh?
Hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Please raise your hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. For the record, please state your name and your home address.
Donna DeAndrea, 62 Ocean Avenue, Amityville.
Thank you. When you sent in the application for this property, do you agree to the terms and conditions?
Yes.
Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No, thank you.
Anyone in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Carla Bryant.
Seconded by?
Second by Mark Smith.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, been approved.
They
Thank
said
you.
I had to pay something when I got here and to bring it to the meeting. a
Okay.
check. So I give that to
You can
someone
give
here?
right to- Yep, absolutely.
I think this is it.
Take care.
Have a good night.
As earlier, 80 Scudder Avenue in Copeg, we cannot hear this because there's no sign up. The sign was not up. Do we have a motion?
Motion to adjourn, Carla Bryant.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Mark Smith.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. So this, are you here, are you the homeowner?
Yes, 80 Scudder.
Yes. So there's no sign posted?
I put the sign.
No, there's no sign?
No sign posted.
Yes, it's posted.
Who has the pictures?
Yeah, the pictures? Yeah, the pictures right here, there's no sign posted.
When was that taken?
This was taken the 6th, the 3rd.
The 3rd?
Yes.
Yeah, a week ago
Oh,
yesterday.
the 3rd. This is after the storm. So it went down, and when I came back here and I tell them, they say to me, it's posted. I say it fell. So I put it back to dry. And the lady said to me, no, you have to put it up wide away. So I came back, and on Wednesday, what date was Wednesday? And I put it back. It's still on, still, until now I'm
Wednesday
talking.
was the 4th. Yeah.
What day was Thursday?
No, Thursday is the,
The 3rd was Tuesday.
Tuesday, on Thursday, on the 5th.
unfortunately, since the sign wasn't up for the full 10 days, it had to be posted by the 30th, just to give your neighbors an opportunity to come and speak in case they are, against a rental or something like that. So even though they did get mailings, but some people, they want to have signs, the sign.
The sign,
When our inspector went there was no sign.
when the inspector came, it was on the 3rd?
The 3rd, yes, at 1:43, 1:45 p.m.
And I remember I picked it up on Friday. I picked up the sign on Friday, and I did tell her when to put it, and I did put it on Saturday. And it fall down on Monday, because I work early, and I come back late at 9, so I'm out since 6 o'clock in the morning, coming back at 11 o'clock at 9, so.
The 2nd.
When? Picked it up on the
Friday the 30th is the day you picked it up?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we can't hear this just and solely because there's no, if a neighbor wanted to, we have due process, because if a neighbor wanted to speak regarding this house, they don't know that there's a rental.
Yeah, they do know. They know
Not if
because.
there's no sign up.
No, they do know.
You just have to come and get another date.
Yeah, just get, Carrie will give you another sign.
Another sign.
You have to do
another
another
date.
Yeah, but the sign has to be posted. She'll give you requirements, obviously you have to put on a hard backing so it doesn't blow off or something like that.
No, I just want you to know that all the requirement they request from me, I did it. The driveway is done, and
The house looks very
The house is in
nice.
great-
everything done up to
Yes.
date.
And
So you just have to reapply for the one.
We got in the permit because I do have a tenant there now. I did not rent for a year
Okay. Well,
because I did not have it.
Contact Carrie in the morning, okay, in the rental department. She'll give you another, she'll give you another date.
Yeah.
And then she'll let you, about 10 days before the hearing, you'll have to have that sign posted for the full 10 days, okay?
All right, I do
Okay.
that.
Do you want this There's no sign up? Do you want the picture? of it?
I did, on the left.
Okay. Yeah, there's no. Next door.
Yes, well,
Oh, you live right
Yeah.
next door?
As soon as you get the sign up, just let her know. As soon as you get the sign up.
one question that I have, it's regarding the rental. And I thought it's only when it's occupied that I have to pay the rental fee, but last time I came, they said to me the year that it was vacant, I still have to pay for it.
If you want to keep the permit going, so you don't have to.
So
reapply.
even it's occupied or not.
Well, because you want to keep the permit just, you want.
Active.
Yeah, you want to keep it active so you have it. You don't want your house to sit vacant for a year.
Yeah, last time I did, it was vacant for a year. I just started renting in January. So between 2023 and 2024, so I was doing repair in there, so nobody was in there. So I was telling her, I don't know why they're charging me for a year, nobody
Well,
was
because
in there.
then you'd have to go through the whole process over again. You know, you have to go for a public hearing, like this is just for renewals.
Mhm.
The other one would be for, an actual new permit then. And the renewal permit's easier than an actual permit from the beginning,
Okay, okay, I'll
You
call
want
her
these
tomorrow.
pictures?
Yes, this is it.
Mr. Smith will give them to you, okay, ma'am? Thank you for understanding.
Thank you.
Okay. 28 Gulford Park Drive in West Babylon?
You guys forgot about me.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Please write in. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. For the record, can you please state your name and your home address?
Edward Larinay, 43 Pershing Avenue, Babylon, New York.
When you sent in the renewal, do you agree to the terms and conditions on this property?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone here from the town, from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
I would, Mr. Chairman. Hi, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
So there's just a few little things that you're gonna have to just remedy before we can approve. So you gotta replace sections of the sidewalk, anything that's cracked or elevated a little bit.
Okay.
Okay? And there as well. And then the apron. Repair the driveway apron. Where's that at?
It's weird, it's an apron, it's not.
Yeah,
It's an apron to a house,
to a sidewalk, yeah.
An apron is an apron.
Well, there it is, yes. Wait,
The apron is the sloped part.
yeah.
You see how it's buckled up over here?
No, I know, but it's, it's not
Yeah,
going
no,
to the
it's-
driveway.
That's how I bought it. That was pre-existing before I bought the house.
Where is the driveway?
And all that damage is due to the tree, the roots of the tree that
Yeah.
are lifting the actual
Where- is there a
cement.
driveway?
Where's the driveway?
Yeah, but where is the driveway?
Do you have a driveway in this property?
No,
You don't have a driveway at all?
Where do they park?
On the street?
on the street.
So that needs to be repaired. He's referring to that as the
I
apron.
understand,
Okay.
yeah. That was all due, I'll repair
It
it,
says
but
repair
that's due to the damage of the trees that were placed by the town on the
You
property.
can ask them to cut the trees down.
Okay,
You can request that.
yeah, because that's what's lifting it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to extend to July 30th, Carla Bryant.
Second by,
Second by Janina Martinez.
favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Hearing none. We're going to extend this to July 30th, sir, and we have some pictures for you of the repair work that needs to be done. Thank you. As we move on to the revocation part of the evening, 898 Herzl Boulevard in West Babylon. How you doing, sir? Please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. For the record, if you could please state your name and your home address.
Demetrius Gutierrez, 245 Hilton Lane, Roslyn Heights, New York.
Thank you, sir. We realize that you're in the process of getting the tenants out of this house at the time,
Yes,
correct?
yes. In the middle of an eviction, yeah.
Yes, so you're in the middle of an eviction. Do we have a motion at this time?
Motion to extend to July 30th. Mark Smith.
Seconded by?
Janina Martinez.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. So, sir, we're going to extend this until July 30th to help you with the tenants, to get them out.
Is there anything I can do to make it go quicker or no?
That's up to you, that's up to you. It's-
Well, it's up to the court, right?
the court- We can't help you with that, but, you know, if you need more time, just call the board, you know, call the rental office and ask us, so you don't have to go through the whole process over again. You know,
Okay.
So we just want to, you know, help you, once you get the tenants out then. you know.
Okay.
Okay?
No problem, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
You too.
At this time, we'll be ending